WMSKOnlineradio.com sent you.
Yes. Let's do that, shall we? Good morning, everybody.
Don't make a move without contacting Holden Movers. They offer affordable moving rates, fast and reliable service, fully equipped state-of-the-art trucks, locally owned and operated, a 24-hour call center. You give them a call. Do it today. 443-506-7905. Don't make a move without Focus Movers. 443-506-7905. Free moving quotes, commercial and residential. Full service moves, local and long distance. Last second and emergency moves can be done too. They are fully licensed and insured. Call them at 443-506-7905 or book online at www.focusmovers.com. Don't make a move without calling Focus Movers.
Yeah.
It's the Dice MC, it's the feline.
Wristwatch time, moving off. Ain't no way to stop it, even if you wasn't out. I've been in the game, in the waves that are lost. All you need a credit, but it's still time cost. Wristwatch time, moving off. Ain't no way to stop it, even if you wasn't out. I've been in the game, in the waves that are lost. You can be the greatest, but it's still gonna cost you. Too much purpose that I brought that OG in it. Hallelujah, power with the flow, I made your woman. It's related to you. Put a pin in, ain't gon' take a war started. Revolution, now we got it started. My hoodie, my skin is black, my dog is black, and under pressure, I don't rock it. It's a little damn girl, so my homies selling crack, even though the female shit is crack. I got this kind of deals on the mill.
Good morning, and good morning.
I'm on the clock, I got to reach the top. Wristwatch time, moving constant. Ain't no way to stop it, even if you was announced it. I've been in the game, in the waves, haven't washed it. All you need the greatest, but it's still time constant. Wristwatch time, moving constant. Ain't no way to stop it, even if you was announced it. I've been in the game, in the waves, haven't washed it. You can be the greatest, but it's still time constant. I was in it, I was anybody who the respect. But the more jump from the club code, give them chills all around the club. So I don't know that. Words in the ball, ain't no intervals in the full beats. No anytime, get them on go. All nights, no vice, I am sober. Living the life of a soldier, you know I'm all people say it's hot. They did it divided, it's going retarded. I promise I will snap, step back. All this talk about who's next, so it's you next. I doubt that, cause you rhyme whack and your work ethic is all the trash you did up. Try more than shit up. Coulda, woulda, but I'm still looking for the handouts and millions. Sorry that it didn't pan out. Sorry that it never worked out. Sorry, not sorry. My rubber plant on the back of the house that don't like out.
Wristwatch time, moving constant.
Ain't no way to stop it, even if you was announced it. I've been in the game, in the waves, haven't washed it. You be the greatest, but it's still gonna cost it. Wristwatch time, moving constant. Ain't no way to stop it, even if you was announced it. I've been in the game, in the waves, haven't washed it. But it's still gon' cost you.
Hey.
Yo, check it out. This is SON, aka Mr. Shining Over Negativity from Sun Media and Sun Clothing, and you're listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineradio.com. Guess what? Talk radio just got better. Peace.
Yeah. Love is a four-letter word that's hard to explain. This song is for those who never had the perfect example. Look, there's some queens who be facing their fears. One love, but the broken it is. It get better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give.
Cause these kings act like boys to men. It gets better, sis.
There's some queens who be facing their fears. One love, but the broken it is.
It gets better, sis.
Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. It gets better, sis. Hold your head up, even though you fed up. He said, respect that heart, my dude. That's all I want for you to be A1. And love me just this once, but nah. You just wanted your cake and eat it too. Like I'm supposed to be faithful. You only doing you. Find Texas in your phone. You still don't tell the truth. You telling me to trust you. We're supposed to play the fool. All I do is go to work. Make sure the house is in line. But you busy with these holes on your mind. Why should I even cry? All I do is try to get rid of my anger. Smoke weed and find peace. But my patience is where it's at. So the car I think I had is with me. Pack up your inch. Don't let that door knob hit you. Where's the Lord's picture? We hugging and kissing, trying to finesse. Nigga, please say sorry. I fixed it, make it correct. Since she love him, she gon' let him come back. What happens next? It's the same cycle playing it back. What you expect? It's the power of the snake in the flex. You bet, know your worth. Know your points when we facing it says. Want love, but the broken and tears. Give it better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to get. These kings act like boys and men. Give it better, sis. Know some points when we facing it says. Want love, but the broken and tears. Give it better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. Give it better, sis. Good morning, Maddie. Even though you fed up. Yeah. Celebrated in the beginning, you and your feelings. Want them to be different, it's kinda negative, it's never ending. Running on yourself, he showed you who he was, now you trip. You can't change your man who just ain't winning on any given. I understand you lack in yourself and want attention. Want someone to give you what you ain't giving, you're in the bed. Self-love is the best love, but you don't understand that cause you ain't felt love. Since the age of 5, abuse was affection. And in high school, they highlight imperfections. And everyone after that brought an erection. And your elders always told you to be patient. But nobody told you value yourself and know your worth. You can't love nobody right if you ain't loving yourself. If you don't know how to treat you, don't expect someone else. We all broken from the past, but deserve happiness. And that's real though. So points who be facing it says, one love, but the broken it is. It get better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. It gets better, sis. Know some points who be facing it says, one love, but the broken it is. It gets better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. It gets better, sis. Hold your head up, even though you're fed up. I'm facing the mirror, I'm loving myself. I'm happy with all my flaws, I'm earning my wealth. My imperfections and scars is hidden so well. I dealt with the pain, I danced in the rain. No longer will I accept the negative shade. I'm moving forward with life, the blessings I gain. Truth in the pudding, baby, I'm shedding light on this world. Royalty hold the crown, a real queen on this throne. Let them know God, the ways who be facing it says. One love, but the broken it is. It get better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. It gets better, sis. Know some boys who be facing it says. One love, but the broken it is. It gets better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. It gets better, sis. Know some boys who be facing it says. One love, but the broken it is. It gets better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. It gets better, sis. Know some boys who be facing their fears. One love, but the broken in tears. It gets better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. It gets better, sis. Hold your head up, even though you fed up. Boys who be facing their fears. One love, but the broken it is. It get better, sis. Want the love, but it's harder to give. Cause these kings act like boys and men. It get better, sis. Hold your head up, even though you fed up.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it. You could junk it. Or you can donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-639-8620. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It'll be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car. And as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to
It's cold outside.
Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-639-8620. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call
Morning,
now,
morning.
1-800-639-8620. That's 1-800-639-8620.
You're all one nation under God. You treat somebody mama like you would treat yours.
One nation under God, creation changing lives and faces, wiping tears from faces. We are one nation.
And it's only right that we respect their women. Don't neglect their women or disrespect their women. We all came from a woman. Y'all remember what Pop said?
Keep your
So
head
all
up.
my ladies, keep your head up. If there's ever a time when you're down and just fed up, like the world on your shoulders and it's hard to get up. If he your man, he should love you for real. And if he don't, leave him, girl, and find somebody who will.
You can live as somebody who will.
Treat somebody's sister like you would treat yours.
We are one nation under God, creation changing lives and faces, wiping tears from faces. We are one nation.
Putting hands on a woman ain't right, and you should know it. If you really love somebody, then it's better ways to show it. You should treat her like a queen. Let me tell you what I mean. Growing up as a kid, you wouldn't believe the things I've seen. Domestic violence occurred with some people I knew. I seen it firsthand, how it escalated and grew. When hearts involved, you just never know what people would do. Just remember, always put yourself first. And if you really love you, then that love shouldn't hurt.
If you really love it, then love shouldn't hurt.
You treat somebody daughter like you would treat
We
yours.
are one nation under God, creation changing lives and spaces. Hey, wiping tears from faces. We are one nation.
Sang this song, this my soul spilling over the beat. Everybody at war and I'm just hoping for peace. Feeling like why the world's so cold. Lately I've been praying hard for every girl I know. Cause things done got crazy in my city. And it's 2 parentless little ladies in my city. Domestic violence is real. R.I.P. to all nations straight up. I just like to take this time to dedicate this song to anybody who's ever been affected by domestic violence. And in the words of the late great Tupac Shakur, I just want to encourage all the women all over the world to simply keep your head up.
One nation under God, creation changing lives and faces. Wiping tears from faces. We are one nation. We are.
Good morning, everybody. We will be getting started shortly. We just leading in, waiting for our special guests to call in. But don't worry, I got you. We got our birthday shout outs. We got all of that happening.
Looking for high-speed internet where you live, but are out of reach of cable and fiber options? Look no further. High-speed internet is now available in your area as your local authorized HughesNet retailer.
Good morning, Pastor Milner. Good morning, Hendrickson George. Good morning, Stoney. Good morning, Suzette. Good morning, Maddie, Melissa, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Why Facebook wants me to keep waving at you, I do not know.
From Holden Connect, you'll enjoy internet service that lets you do more of everything you want to do online, like shopping, surfing, and staying in touch.
Such is, right?
Holden Connect and see for yourself why HughesNet is America's #1 choice for satellite internet.
800-832-1508. 800-832-1508. 800-832-1508. That's 800-832-1508.
I know it's funny, bro. You know, when they bother yourself, I try to be nice to you.
He came to see you every day, man. His timing was perfect. Just got in a relationship and not see no one curve. Like the way he smiled, telling you that you deserve more. Sweet romantic gifts, even opening your car door. Heart sore, visioning you with him getting older. Got too hot to sleep, so you wore your heart on your shoulder. Told your friends and family this might be the man to be. A great father figure for your teen daughter Maggie.
Good morning, Troy. How is everybody? Give me some hearts, give me some thumbs. Let me know you're breathing. Let me know you're there. We will be getting started shortly. Almost engaged, never think something changed. Saw him, a violent rage. You used to beat me up so much, girl, I felt so embarrassed. Pushed me down the steps that led me to have a miscarriage. I can't go into details, I'm sorry if I ruin your day. All I'm saying is be careful, and here's my number anyway. You beat you up so much, now you wearing new shades. Think he so wild until the point that damn near afraid. Now you thinking it's your fault how we got this way. But he loves me. How do you want to be the but he loves me. Say that you confronted him about Brittany. He denied everything and said you're the only one for me. Told you cheated something cold, removed his hands outside. Love is blind, you read the message cause you forgot to log out. Knocked out after makeup, sex, I love you, he said. Woke up to the sounds of we have got great guests today. It is Dr. Latasha Holden and Dr. Michele, the founder of I Am Somebody Counseling. Tomorrow, how about you see me on Saturday, Troy? You'll see me Saturday. Don't forget, get some invites. Bring them fellas in. Thank you. Appreciate you. But he loves me. But he loves me. But he loves me. It's just in on Fox 5, News 610. I'm okay. And she was pregnant with twins. He started beating on you like an episode of Jerry. Open television, couldn't hear the rest of the story. Maggie called 911 as you gasped for breath. You beating on his chest as he got his hands on your neck. Maggie yelled a frantic scream. Too close to run for cover, threw a bottle right at her. Knocked her out bleeding, howling all this mad speaking. She was barely moving, and you couldn't count to 10. Within your soul hurts hard, broken and shattered. The sacrifices that you made, like it never did matter. Blood splat across the living room. His hands conquered one cold. Now you watch his scream. Eyes closed, barely making out the shadow of another. Alarms, you turned around and kissed the movie real slow. Knocked out cold, ruined red lights in the door. Your life faded so hard, couldn't take it no more. Rushed to the hospital where you and Maggie was treated. I was there to keep my detective with some info you needed. Said the man we apprehended. No problem, Troy. I gotta keep up with my days too. I'm losing my mind and running everywhere. Listen, everybody under the sound of my voice, please make sure that you find it within your heart to donate. We still need to raise the final $300, and we got just over 48 hours to do so. Community involved, community incentive. Come on.
but he loves me.
All right, we're going to get started here in a minute. I know y'all ready, right? Y'all ready, right? Y'all ready, right? Hey. Let's rock. Come on.
Hey, this is your friendly neighborhood diva, Sin Diva, and you are listening to the Lady Blue Show.
I love me some Sin Diva.
OnlineRadio.com.
Let's do this.
Just
Let's
got
do this.
Hey, it's me, it's your girl, your babe blogger, Lady Blue, and you are listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineRadio.com, where talk radio just got better.
Oh, 5. Let's go, let's go. 4. Hey. Here we go. 2, 1. Good morning. Hey, good morning. 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 Hey. Let's go. Hey. Oh, yeah, you all tuned into Lady Blue. 4. I am about to do something new, something true. You was always hoping what you planned. I woke up this morning feeling like I want to dance. New day, new blessings. Live, learn lessons, answers, questions. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Been through the fire, I'm a survivor. Satan even tried us, he didn't prosper. So much going on in the world, it won't stop us. Oh, we got faith. All my prayer warriors pray. Hey, this is what I gotta say. Lady Blue Radio Show is how you start your day. Hey, this is what I gotta say. Lady Blue Radio Show is how you start your day. Good morning. Ooh.
Get myself in.
Ooh.
And then I heard a voice say that,
Ooh.
you can be free.
Yes.
You've
You've been forgiven. And then that voice said, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Good morning. Oh, I just want you close, where you can stay forever. You can be so, that it can only get better. You need to get through the days and nights. Well, all I know is everything's gonna be alright. People keep talking. Woo! It is on. Hello, everybody. Hold on just one moment. To my special guest, hold on the line for me really quick. Everybody, good morning. This is your girl, your fave blogger, Lady Blue, and I am LIVE live right now. WMSKOnlineRadio.com, where talk radio just got better. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at WMSK Online Radio. Make sure you're signed on and subscribed on the website, WMSKOnlineRadio.com. And when you tag us with the hashtag WMSK Grind. In my Wendy Williams voice. How you doing? All right, we are good to go. Before I even introduce my special guests who are already online, I want to take the moment. Baltimore, DMV, United States of America. Bow your head, say a prayer. We have lost a great one today. Representative Elijah Cummings passed away early this morning, according to sources from family and his representatives. If you do not know who Elijah Cummings is, let me give you a little bit of an update. A long-time Maryland Democrat and key figure leading investigations into President Donald Trump died at the age of 68, announced early this morning. He died of complications concerning long-standing health challenges, according to the statement issued by his office. The congressman who represented Maryland's 7th congressional district since 1996 served as the chairman of the House Oversight Reform Committee and one of the panels involved in the impeachment inquiry of number 45. He oversaw a range of investigations into the Trump administration, from issues relating to the impeachment inquiry to the treatment of migrants at the southern border, to the use of personal email for office used by White House officials, to how citizenship questions should be considered for the U.S. Census. And it was his committee that grilled number 45 Trump personal attorney, Michael Cohen, in the blockbuster hearing this past February. So please flood your timeline. Remember Elijah Cummings, whether you agreed with him or not. He represented Baltimore. He was Baltimore. He got his education at Howard, at the Maryland School of Law. He was all Maryland. He was all about the community. So hats off and rest well, sir. Service well done to Representative Elijah Cummings. With that being said, guys, you know what time of the year it is, and you know what we got going on. I want to introduce my special guests that are on the phone, patiently waiting for me to get through all my jib jab, okay? But I want to welcome Dr. Latarsha Holden and Dr. Michele, founder of I Am Somebody Counseling Center. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Hello, hello. I know y'all just heard all that excitement, and yes, that is me on a daily basis, okay? I need no coffee. I need no caffeine. I am like this every day, okay? But ladies, thank you for taking the time out and calling, especially during this time of the year with everything we got going on. We share a like mind. You are holding your 5th annual event. I'm holding my 5th annual event. But before we get to that, I want each of you to introduce yourselves to my audience. And let's start with you, Dr. Holden. Introduce everybody to you because you've been on this show before. So let everybody know who you are.
Well, I'm Dr. Latarsha Holden, native of Atlanta, born and raised here. I'm just a woman that God, saved and just gave me a life of hope and inspiration. For those who don't know, in the last 10 years, I went from being homeless in the streets of Atlanta with 6 children to a political candidate in the 2017 election, from a GED to a doctorate degree, and became a 12-time published author. So I'm just excited that God did not forget about the homeless woman in Atlanta.
There you go. There you go. All right now. And Dr. Michele, you are a first-time guest of the Lady Blue Radio Show. So introduce yourself and let everybody know a little bit about you.
Good morning again, and thank you for the opportunity. I am Dr. Michele Stanford. I am the owner of I Am Somebody Counseling Center, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And by being a survivor of domestic violence, this is my specialty and what I do within my business. I am a person that truly, in my heart, believes that anyone that's within the lifestyle of domestic violence can have liberty of living a life free of domestic violence. God took me through it all as a young child up into my early adulthood. So he brought me out and set me free, and that's what he has called and anointed me to do for his hurting people, to bring all the ones out that still live in the life of domestic violence. And I am Dr. Michele, and that's what I do.
All right. Well, hey, hats off to both of you. I know this is, you don't always think about, let me go do a radio show first thing in the morning. But what makes this so unique and what makes this so special is that we three women that are sitting here right now share a common bond. 1, we are women. 2, we done been through some stuff. Okay. 3, we know God and we know we hold to his unchanging hand. And 4, we show that we can survive and thrive after any type of trauma. that is what the uniqueness is in this whole entire thing. We may not be sitting in the same vicinity, in the same room, and on the same stage, but the thing of it is that we all have a heart and a compassion for other women and other individuals around the world. So, Dr. Michele, when did you start I Am Somebody, and what has it been like since you started I Am Somebody?
My business started in 2013, and since I've been in business, God has really done great things. I work with children, women, as well as men, because a lot of people don't know that there are men that are being within domestic violence,
yes,
but we don't hear a lot about it.
Right.
And since I've been in business, I've worked with men as well, and it's a whole total different cycle. Domestic violence is domestic violence, but when it comes to a man that's been abused by his spouse or significant other, it's not reported as much as the women report it,
right,
for the simple reason of it's a man. And that mentality that a man has, they just don't see fit to tell someone that they're being beaten by their wife.
Right. That's exactly right.
It happens every day as well. That's a little unique thing that God has given me within my business, is working with men as well.
Okay. And Dr. Holden, what drew you to Dr. Michele? What brought about the collaboration?
Oh wow! I mean, I said the first time we met was a women's conference. I forgot the little city. It was right outside of
Fayetteville, Georgia.
Fayetteville. Okay, thank you, Dr. Michele. And I was just there, and we basically just been divinely connected ever since then. And so I'm just honored that she would choose me this year to be a guest speaker for her event. I genuinely love the people. I'm a domestic violence survivor as well. And so I'm just looking forward that Dr. Holden and bless people give hope. I think at this day and time, a lot of people are growing weary. They're growing weary and losing their hope. And so I'm just excited God has allowed me to be at this place and time on this weekend.
Yes. Now, the uniqueness about hosting a domestic violence event is that you never know who's going to walk in the door. You don't know. Some of them we may know, some of them we may not know. And by the time you're finished with your event, you're going to know just about everybody in that room, because they're going to make their way to you and make sure that you either get a hug, a pat on the back, a donation, something. So when you're hosting your event, now I know for me, every year has been a learning experience, and every year has, grown and expanded, and, people start coming to you saying, I want to participate. Was it like that for you, Dr. Michele?
Yes, every year gets greater and greater.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and you're finding that the people that really need to be there are the ones that need to be there, especially no matter how much advertising, no matter how much, mouth flapping and all this other stuff you do, the people that are really meant to be there are the ones that are there. So,
yes, ma'am.
Among all the other things, you have Dr. Holden, who's going to be there. What else is going on with your event?
Well, this year I'm presenting my first short play.
Okay.
And it's a little story about one day of my life as being in the life of domestic violence. And it's something that I think people really need to see, because, you can talk about certain things for a certain period of time, but once a person sees that thing, they can really grasp,
right,
the importance of it. And this year, that is what God has led me to do, is to show people domestic violence instead of talking about domestic violence.
Okay. And Dr. Holden, for you, what is this event going to do for you? Because before you answer that, let me also state that when we share our stories like this, ladies and gentlemen, it is also another level of healing for all involved. It is not just, here, come here, I'm going to tell you all about domestic violence, and it's not like church, yes, you're going to come in one way and you're going to leave another. That's definite. That's the way that it's going to be. But we're not here just to gloat about our own stories. We share because we know something within what we've gone through is going to reach out to somebody, whether they were on the outside looking in or whether they were standing next to the person or even whether they were the victim or the abuser themselves. And Dr. Michele, you did bring up a good point. We're looking at the men and the women because I know for my event, we're asking the men to please make it a point to show up. We're not here to point fingers. We are not here to judge. We are not here to call you out. We are not here to emasculate you. We are not here to do any of the sort. We are here to let you know somebody is paying attention to you. And that is what the key to this all is. So Dr. Holden, back to you. What for you in this event? What is this going to do for you? I know, you're a survivor yourself. You've been through a lot of things in your life, and I've kept up with you. I follow you on Facebook. But what is this, being a part of this, what is this doing for your level of healing?
What as you was talking, the main thing is holiness, what you mentioned about. A lot of women fear of leaving where, how I'm about before my church.
Yes.
And that's a big, that's a big choice.
Yes.
When you have someone, the kids raised, you have a house, and you don't have to worry about losing a roof over the kids' head. So that was one thing. Once I decided to leave, and my abusive marriage came to an end. That's how I became homeless. So I think it's just still, for me, it's going to give hope that, wow, okay, it might be a little rough when we leave. Because, I'm not going to say it's going to get better. As soon as you leave, your situation is going to automatically improve for you with some kids. But I think people need to think that I can make it once I leave the guy or the woman who's abusing me.
Right.
And so I think for me, it's just a gateway for people to say, okay, well, I was scared to leave because I didn't have nowhere to go. I see this woman who may want 6 children. And I think it's just a bridge of hope and inspiration that will give them, okay, I was able to make it, once, they come to that crossing, that bridge.
Yeah, there's that visual, there's that message of hope. And again, there's that life bond. I went through homelessness for a few myself. Domestic violence is not just that act of violence. It's not just a black eye and a fat lip. And that's the point that needs to be gotten across majorly, because the mindset is that if he didn't strike you, how is it domestic violence? If she didn't strike you, how is it domestic violence? What do you mean she struck you? You a man. How is it that you let a female beat up on you? These are the dynamics that we have to change. We have to understand also that domestic violence reaches out into drug abuse. It reaches out into depression. It reaches out into alcoholism. It reaches out into homelessness, as Dr. Holden said. It reaches out into so many different areas: financial, emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, verbal, child abuse, elder abuse. The list goes on. Okay. Workplace abuse. The list it just keeps growing and growing. And the problem is, society sweeps it under the rug, because if it's not happening to me, it's not important. But the thing of it is that it affects everybody every day, and too many people walk past it. And then the worst thing you can say to somebody who's going through it is like the one thing you never say to someone who's contemplating suicide. You never tell someone contemplating suicide, I understand, because you don't. You never tell a domestic violence victim, why don't you just get out? Because you don't know the dynamic. So within all of that, what are you presenting besides the stage play, Dr. Michele? What are you presenting at your event?
As you said, the different levels of domestic violence, to bring awareness to everyone that really just don't know, what domestic violence is. And like you said, most people think it's just physical, but it's not. And if you've never just really lived in the home of the disease of domestic violence, you just don't know the level. And as you said, the first thing people say, well, why don't she leave? Or why don't he leave? It's not that easy.
Right.
Because a woman will leave 7 times before she really leaves.
Yes. Most
And
definitely.
it's not that easy. So I'm presenting
I think the other dynamic we need to look at is life after the fact. One of the things, like for me in the workbook I'm putting together, which I hope to share with you in your center, Dr. Michele, in the near future, is that, sometimes you need to work on a plan. And a plan is not something that you come up with overnight and pray that it worked the next morning, okay? This is something you got to work on because it involves paperwork. It involves trusting somebody else, getting things set up to, where things are normal go the way they normally go in your life in order for you to go over here and do what you need to do to make sure that you get out of the situation safely. I think another thing that also needs to be looked at is that there are places for women with children to go, but there are not places for single dads with children to go.
Absolutely.
We need to look at the fact that we need the domestic violence laws to change. I reached out to all the presidential candidates. In the Democratic candidates, I've gotten a response from one, and that was Bernie Sanders. And I mentioned about, all the things about housing, about the Violence Against Women's Act. I mentioned about all of these things. And he mentioned about if he got the presidential nod, that he would, reinstate the Violence Against Women's Act. My whole thing that I want the candidates, believe me, I've been watching the debates. I see everything on the equality in America and all these other stuff, healthcare, Medicaid, this, that, and the other, but we fall in there somewhere too. And I also think that when it comes to men, I know men are like, I don't need no female telling me how to be and this, that. That's why I got men at my event, okay? It's not just the females, but I'm going to tell you for sure, and I'm going to tell you, you're the second person, Dr. Michele, besides myself, that I've heard that is reaching out to the male community.
Mm-hmm.
Many people are not reaching out to the male community because they want it to strictly be female. We got to remember, violence is like cancer. It is no respecter of person, place, nor thing. It is going to come when it comes, and it's going to act the way it's going to act when it wants to act. So, with that being said, because I'll get off on my own tangent and forget myself. Dr. Michele, in your counseling center, what other things do you offer within your counseling center?
What I do offer is advocacy as well as life coaching. Mm-hmm. And the name that God gave me this for my business 13 years ago was I Am Somebody Counseling Center. At that point in time, I didn't know what the name meant because I'm like, a center, where's the center? Right. And right now, even from that point to 2013 until now, the center is me.
Okay.
I'm mobile, and what I do, I go to my client's home, which is, I think, a better comfort zone, even with the children that I deal with. It gives them a better perspective level of comfort as being in their own home. Okay. And I know that the center is going to come because God gave me that name for a reason.
Right.
And so now the foundation is being set. And what I do offer is counseling. I am an advocate as well, and life coaching within what I do.
Okay. Okay. And what's your vision for your counseling center, Dr. Michele?
Could you repeat that, please?
What is your vision for your counseling center?
My vision is that every level that I can put into my center, as you're saying, with the homeless shelter, not only for women and their children, but for the men as well, to give them skills of learning, first of all, how to live in a life of not being in a domestic violence relationship, of just living the life of freedom, of saying that, okay, I am my own person now, to teach that person how to be themselves, to give them their respectable place in life of being an individual. Because once you get trapped into that lifestyle of domestic violence, it's not you anymore. It's not your life.
Right.
So we have to learn how to live our own lives all over again, which I had to do myself.
Right.
Also to give training for jobs, for GEDs if they don't have their education or what they need, their computer skills, to also have like
anyone that needs help, the resources, any resources that a person needs, that it will be right there at their fingertips.
Okay, all right. And Dr. Holden, what's your vision? Because you got your books. I know you're out there doing, speaking engagements and things like that. What's your vision for your outlook for your future?
Well, as a motivational speaker, I say, going around spreading the message of hope and inspiration, especially to the homeless community, those who want to overcome adversity in their life. I'm working on launching my nonprofit, Rising Phoenix. And so Rising Phoenix will be a personal development center. I'm like the bridge between the homeless, the low income community, citizens. Because what happened is when I was homeless for 3 years with my 6 children, the last thing a person wants to do was their even trauma, or they just adjusted to a lifestyle that was not healthy.
Right.
And go straight from that into a dark work program. So I'm like that bridge to help get them back mentally and emotionally down. And so that's why I'm working on now, launching my nonprofit. I just started, I launched my book campaign yesterday. I'm trying to donate, I have 4 children's books, so I'm trying to donate 100 books to low-income communities here in Atlanta.
Okay.
So I'm definitely excited about getting my books to the hands of the youth. November is National Literacy and Family Engagement.
Right.
So I'm excited about that as well.
Right. Okay. Well, and November is also Giving Tuesday. Y'all remember about that? Okay, Giving Tuesday is in November too. But anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. I want you to talk a little. We got a few more minutes. Let's mention the event, where the event's going to be. What you've got Dr. Holden as a speaker. Who else is coming in? Michele, take it away.
Well, my event is October the 26th, and it's my 5th annual Domestic Violence Awareness Conference. And yes, this year, my guest speaker will be Dr. Holden. And then I will be presenting my first short play, as I spoke of earlier. And just to give hope to anyone that's just lost in that realm of domestic violence. And my metaphor of hope is helping others to progress effectively.
Okay.
And that's my main stage in my business and what I do. Because we can help people, but if they're not progressing effectively in what we're helping them with, it's really not, doing them any good. So we need to help people to progress effectively in what they need to do in their lives. And then again with my conference, every year I give away lunch. I just feed people because it's just something that God has implanted in me to just feed his people, not only with the word, but just to give them something good to look forward to.
Well, that works.
My conference, that's something that I do as well.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So we got food. We've got speakers. Do you have vendors at your event?
Vendors?
Yes.
Dr. Holden will be my vendor as well. This year with her books and everything that she's going for.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So, and what the day of the event? Give us the day of the event, the place, the time, and the where.
Okay. Again, it's October the 26th. The time is 11 until 2, and it's at Valley Grove Baptist Church in Manchester, Georgia, 10921 Manchester Highway, Manchester, Georgia. And the tickets are $20, which includes the conference, the play, and lunch. And if you would like to purchase a ticket, you can use my Cash App, which is Michele Stanford, or PayPal, which is Michele Stanford as well. And then if you're not in the area to purchase a ticket, all donations are welcome as well. And what I do with my donations, I give them away to anybody that wants to come to the conference but just doesn't have the funds to come. So I just bless people with the donations that I have to purchase tickets for anyone that wants to come. And you can also locate me on my website, which is somebodyIam.com. The
we're going to make sure that we put that up. Dr. Holden, I look forward to hearing and seeing what all of this event is going to produce. There has been something every weekend so far in October, and I know I've been running my mouth every day since October started. But the point of the matter is that we need to come together as a community. It should not matter where you are, what you've been through. That's her 501c3. Dr. Holden has hers. I'm working on mine. But you know what the point of the matter is that we come together, we share the resources, we let everybody know that it does not matter your station. We want you to be educated. We want you to know that somebody is listening to you, that somebody cares, and that somebody wants you to be empowered and be strengthened and be better than you were yesterday. That's what this whole entire thing is. So ladies, I appreciate you for taking the time out of your morning to come and spend it with me and let everybody know what's going on in Georgia. Even though I'm all the way up here in Baltimore, I'm appreciative of what's going on across the United States and across the world, because we all need to come together for our men, our women, and our children that are going through these situations. So ladies, thank each of you for spending your time with me today. And I'm sure somebody has told you, but if they have not told you, I'm going to tell you, I love you.
I love you as well, and thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. Dr. Holden, we will be talking. Dr. Michele, please keep in touch, because I do want us to be able to keep in touch, work together, possibly share my upcoming workbook and things like that, so that we keep everybody in the loop and keep them strengthened and empowered. Ladies, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
All right. Have a blessed one.
And you as well.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. There you have it. You got your dose this morning. Yes, you did. You got your dose this morning of another event happening in Georgia, their 5th annual domestic violence awareness event. I have shared this on my page. So if you're following me, please go over to the Lady Blue Talk Radio group and look up that information there. I will put up Dr. Michele's Facebook page and all of that later. Dr. Holden is already a follower of mine, so you know you're gonna see Dr. Holden stuff on my page one way or the other. And it's just it's a blessing to me to hear that more and more people are taking up this fight. More and more people are saying enough is enough. More and more people are saying, somebody, if anybody, I'm going to open my door to you and say, come on in. That is what we need, and we need so much more of it, especially with what we're going through in this world today. Too many doors are being slammed. Too many people are being taken away from what they already know. Too many people don't know who to trust, how to trust, where to trust, and that is a problem. So we're going to get more into that in the upcoming hour. The other thing that I do want to bring to light right now is please make sure that you get Urban Reality News in your hand. That's State versus Us magazine, your official source from the streets to the prison, or to the streets from prison. Get that right? Okay. Highlighting high-profile cases, corruption in the police department, government, prison system, wrongful convictions, and success stories of the formerly incarcerated. If you or someone you know have a story to tell, want a feature or ad space, please email stateversususmag@gmail.com. That's stateversusmag@gmail.com. Or you can get your print or digital copy today at stateversususmag.com. And I want to tell you all that State versus Us, as well as WMSK Online Radio.com, is a proud sponsor of the 5th annual 50 Shades of Blue Domestic Violence Awareness Conference. I am proud to have the backing of Ms. Connoisseur, the CEO of the station, as well as others. We have got a lot of great sponsors that are happening right now. Hold that thought. Hello? 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 Hi. Who am I speaking to?
Lakeisha.
Hi, Miss Lakeisha. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm peachy. What you doing this morning? I'm talking to her like I'm at home on my couch. What you doing this morning, Miss Lakeisha?
I am actually teleworking and listening to Lady Blue, and I just wanted to say how proud of you I am, and I can't wait to see you Saturday. Wait to see all the wonderful people that are coming out to support survivors of domestic violence.
Well, thank you. That warms my heart, because you know what? I'm about to run my mouth in this next hour, because we need the donations. We need the ticket sales. I need you all to understand that this is a community-driven event. Miss Lakeisha is one of my speakers, and I am so grateful and honored and humbled. Thank you, dear, because I'm in the lose my mind stage right now. Okay, with going to pick up stuff and getting this together and making sure I got that and figuring out what I'm wearing on Saturday and all this other stuff. So I thank you for that moment of calm.
No problem. I know that I haven't been very vocal, but just know that I'm always watching, I'm always listening. Statistics is kicking my butt right now, but I'll be through with this, but I'll definitely put some time in my schedule to come out and support you in all of your efforts.
Yes, well, thank you, dear. I love you. I cannot wait to see you on Saturday. I know you're going to be in here later on today with Open Wide with Neek, but thank you so much. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right.
The rest of your day, and I'm still watching.
All right, I got you. I'll be on my P's and Q's. I'll be all right. All right, love. I'll talk to you. All right. Woo! Yes, Lord, that does me some good right there. It's nice to know that somebody is paying attention. Yes, somebody is paying attention. And look, let me say this to y'all before I go over to commercial break really quick. What makes this such a thing for me is the fact that it's the people. It's the people. It's their heart. It's the coming in and saying, I want to share. I got to tell somebody. I want to reach out and touch somebody. It's all about empowerment and strength. It is not about gimme, gimme, gimme. It is empowerment and strength. Every last thing that has gone into this event is empowering somebody else. And that, to me, is key. That, to me, means something. Whether it's my speakers like Lakeisha or Troy or Lady Yvette, or Evangelist Tanya, or Jenny, or whoever, or Chandra, whoever it is. And hats off to Chandra Gore of Chandra Gore Consulting out in Stafford, Virginia. She's been working overtime. We got a little bit of a miscommunication, but we work through that, and that's what this is all about. We get through the things we have to get through so that we can continue to strive on. So Chandra, if you're listening, shout out to you and your business and the things that you've done. Y'all gonna have to show up to find out what it is that Chandra has done. And if you're tomorrow at 10 o'clock, please tune into my TV and what is it? Be More Live. Tune in. That's all I'm gonna say. Just tune in. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, with that being said, we got plenty more to talk about in the next hour. So I want y'all to just, enjoy the break. Consider donating, helping us to raise our final $300. I ain't got no shame in my game. We need that $300 is what we're looking for. We need that $300, and we need your help in order to do it. We have so many things that are going on: vendors, speakers, food, music, swag bags. We've got all of that going on. We've got raffle prizes. We got everything going on, and I want you to be a part. So keep it locked right here on the home of Cheryl Underwood Morning Show, WMSKOnlineRadio.com, where talk radio just got better. Don't go nowhere.
Yo, it's the Minute You Rocks, and you were listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Talk radio just got better.
I love her.
The views and opinions that are expressed on WMSKOnlineRadio.com are those of the guests, hosts, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its management, hosts, or advertisers. The shows founded on WMSKOnlineRadio.com can't promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or personal practice. These shows are for entertainment only. Thanks for listening.
MSKOnlineradio.com. Commercial free 24/7.
You know what's everything's like? Welcome to New Age Hitsville. Dave over there. I ain't paid, but I ain't bad. I'm just out here getting to the bag. Nah, I ain't with what it's way. Nah, what I am from the head. Turn up. Then I grew up hopping gas, running Vegas, living in going there. On the road, I didn't think going there. Up, no down, south, yeah, I've been everywhere. Yeah, even Puerto Rico. Networking, trying to eat. Out with the whole thing went up. Straight beat mode, I ain't had cheat code. Don't make me start dancing on them. Cause I don't even know how to dance. This is like Photo in the video. Back when Facebook video won't change. You ain't ready. Yeah. Get the steady. Yeah. It's heavy. Yeah. Let me switch to my mouth. I remember pulling all night. The jump talking about it all right. He was face, I mean, right. Jump, loving life. You ain't ready.
Listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WNSKOnlineRadio.com. Talk radio just got better.
Have you written a book and want to get it published? Then call Page Publishing ASAP. We're looking for authors of all types of books. And unlike most publishers, Page Publishing will take the time to review each and every book submitted to us. And we'll give you our feedback. And if we like what we read, we will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, the Apple iTunes Store, Barnes & Noble, and other outlets. We handle everything. Editing, cover design, copyright protection, printing, publicity, and distribution. So if you've written a novel, children's book, cookbook, inspirational work, poetry, or a biography, and want to get it published, call Page Publishing now for your free author submission kit. Your road to fame and fortune could very well start with this simple phone call.
Call now, 800-219-8262, 800-219-8262, 800-219-8262. That's 800-219-8262.
This is one of my favorite Pink songs. I love all of her songs, but
I don't want to be stupid, girl.
State versus Us magazine. Make sure you get your copy at a location near you. All newsstands in New York, New Jersey, Philly, Atlanta, and LA. One of the bookstores in our first country is Canada. Get into the mind of the Holden who has been wronged by the system. This magazine will give you high profile things, corruption information on what's happening in the G-World, police department, and the government. Also, success stories of former inmates such as myself. You know what it is? Celebrities, sports, entertainment, real estate, and financial literacy. Make sure you visit us on our website and stay bsusmag.com. Our social media at State BSUS and on Facebook and State BSUS Magazine. We are the voice of the voiceless. State versus Us Magazine.
It's time for you to wake up. This is the best personal trainer ever speaking, Sherman Jackson. Now you know to tune in to the Lady Blue Radio Show and WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Wake up, tune into the show, man.
This is Devonna May, better known as Belladonna Prima Donna, and you're listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show, live on WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Talk radio just got better.
Okay, anyway, I'm back. Hi, everybody. It is Lady Blue, your girl, your fave blogger, live right here on the home of Cheryl Underwood Morning Show, WMSKOnlineRadio.com, where talk radio just got better. Woo! Make sure you are following us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at WMSK Online Radio, and that's where you can also find Lady Blue at Lady Blue 1, LadyBluu1. And make sure you use the hashtag WMSK Grind when you are tagging us, and you can use Lady Blue 1 too. Okay, anyway, back to our stuff at hand. We got so much going on. I'm about to plug. First of all, I've got 2 tickets to give away for a play that is happening this weekend called Mama's Kitchen. It is a dinner theater stage play that is happening at the La Familia Arts and Media Center at 836 Guilford Road in Baltimore, Maryland. I have 2 free tickets to give away. If you are interested in attending and you want to earn these tickets, you need to hit me up on Facebook Messenger and let me know that you want the 2 tickets, okay? This play is being presented by Vital Entertainment and is happening October the 19th. Doors open at 5:30, dinner served at 6, play starts at 7:30. So that's after you attend 50 Shades of Blue, Baltimore, okay? Just letting y'all know, after you attend 50 Shades of Blue, Baltimore. The other thing that I do want to mention, and I've been a part of this for the past year, is the Blogging Carnival for Nonviolence. This is something that is held in the UK. and the UK has proudly made me a part of this, and I am so happy to be a part of this positive change, promoting positive change and opportunity, and helping to change the culture of violence in America and the world. This is their 6th annual blogging carnival. It is happening October 13th through the 21st, so it is still going on. Also, just to know that yes, I have contributed to this carnival. I have contributed my story, my viewpoint, all of these things, and this is just a way to reach an audience, to spread the word, as well as practical skills around nonviolence. And it showcases blogs about empathy and nonviolence. So please take part and take a look at that. It is on Facebook. It is something I'll go ahead and I'll click the link and I'll share it on my Lady Blue Talk radio group. So please keep in mind the blogging carnival. There's so many things going on, and now we're going to talk about 50 Shades of Blue. Woohoo, 50 Shades of Blue. 50 Shades of Blue is happening. 50 Shades of Blue is taking place this Saturday. In just over 48 hours, it is taking place at the Furley Recreational Center, 4633 Furley Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. Starts at noon. The first hour is a mingle hour where everybody can come in. They can sample the food, look at the vendors, do what you got to do, contemplate which vendor you're going to go back to on the break and all this other good stuff. We've got fantastic vendors. We have a gratitude guru who is joining us. We have natural hair care. We have paparazzi, of course. We have Hood Fellas Kitchen. We have something for the fellas. So fellas, come on in. We've got beard care. We've got ties. We've got bow ties. We've got all the things you need as a man in your accessories. We've got body care. We have, oh my goodness, we have got stuff. We've got swag bags. We have raffles. Let me tell you, putting these baskets together have been some kind of fun. We've got 6 different prizes, including a grand prize giveaway. So there will be raffle tickets on sale in the venue. So you'll be able to get in, and all your donations go to a good cause. So, and that causes 50 Shades of Blue, because what we're doing is we build our treasure chest in order to help those that call me reach out to me anonymously, needing help with a hotel, legal fees, transportation, food, diapers, formula. It could be a number of anything that will, if the funds are there, it won't go over a certain amount, because I will not deplete the funds just for one person. And I always make sure that that person is a person that stands in need. Why? Because normally they reach out to me through another advocacy. So this advocacy, we're both working together to make sure to get this done. That is what this boils down to. So in this hour, I'm going to impress upon you to consider donating to 50 Shades of Blue. We are looking to raise our final $300. Okay, we've raised money that is taking care of all the necessities, such as advertising, such as T-shirts, such as getting the things for the swag bags, such as the swag bags themselves. We've taken care of paying, depositing for the venue and all these things. So we have that little bit that is left that needs to take care of the venue and the treasure chest. That is what we're looking for. And I've shared my Cash App with you on social media. It is Beautiful Blue, BLUU. Beautiful BLUU. And I want to impress upon you that your donations go a long way. You will be surprised how far these donations go. And it's just something when you hear that sigh of relief from someone who didn't know how they were going to get that hotel room. If they that sigh of relief when they know they don't have to sleep on the street or find a safe place to sleep or stay awake or sleep in turns or whatever to make sure everybody stays safe. These are the things that we were just mentioning when talking to Dr. Holden and Dr. Michele. When you face homelessness after domestic violence, it is a scary time, especially if you have children. Dr. Holden had 6. I only had 2, but they were babies. And that was the part that just kind of wore at my heart, was that I had babies and I was out on the street. It was hard. It was rough.
And when I sit here and I think about it, and I think about sitting out, being homeless at that time, and then the other time of being evicted and sitting out on the street with my stuff and not knowing where I was going to go, and I only had the money to pay for my stuff to come get picked up and go to storage. Not knowing is probably the worst feeling in the world. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to turn to. You don't know who's going to take advantage of you. You don't know, you pray for someone good to come along. You pray for someone that will have heart enough to allow you to even just, maybe grace their couch for two minutes, because at that time when I got evicted, it was raining that day. So my kids and I took shelter in the storage container until we couldn't stay in the storage container anymore. We had to, we had to go and sit under a tree. It was just a rough period. Let's put it that way. My kids probably don't remember this. These were my two older children. They probably don't remember this, but it was just the point of the things that I went through to make sure that my kids remained safe. And that is what a domestic violence victim goes through. They go through putting themselves in harm's way to make sure that their little ones remain safe. No, you don't want to leave a good home. No, you don't want to leave, a place that you called home for so many years. So I can understand when somebody goes back, because when you go back, let's dissect that a little bit. Going back is not because they want to take more beating. Going back is not because they want to be degraded more and more. Going back is not because they need another blow to their self-esteem. No, that's not what going back is all about. Going back sometimes is because that's the only place they know of as home. That's the only place that offers any type of shelter and covering, not just for that person, but for their children. That is, they go back because in their mind, that's the only place that this person has convinced them that this is the only person that's ever going to love them. And we know that's not true. There's too many people in this world for you to think that that one person is the end all be all. And that's the thing also that we try to teach our children. That first person that you claim to fall in love with is not the only person in the world. They do not hold all the love and all the understanding and all the compassion and all of the things that you may stand in need of. There's only one person that holds on to that, and that's God, okay? Man cannot hold all of that. Man can only work on that. So that is why I need you to think about supporting 50 Shades of Blue. This final $300 will allow us to open those doors and say, come on in and listen and share and feel safe and feel loved. And if you feel like jumping up, shouting, crying, running and around the room, hugging somebody, whatever, I may just let my pastors just have at it and just preach a sermon. You understand what I'm saying? This is what the emotional level is like for me. I want other survivors. I want other victims who don't consider themselves to be survivors. I want you to feel empowered. Take your strength back. Go back to that place before all of this happened. Go back to that place. Go there when you were happy and smiling and could say, I am, whatever it was that you were at the time. Go back to that place. Find that man, find that woman, find that girl, find that boy, and grab hold of them and say, come with me. I need to bring you with me so that I don't lose myself anymore. That is where you need to go. That is the gratitude you need to find. That is the hope you need to find. That is the strength you need to find. That is the empowerment that you have, okay? You may be thinking you're not worth your beauty. You may be thinking you're not worth starting a business. You may not feel, that you're worth loving again. You may not feel that you need, I don't have any job skills. I only know how to work a cash register. Well, gosh darn it, get up, go work that cash register until you own that restaurant.
If someone who works as a busboy can work themselves up to owning a restaurant, God darn it, you can do it too. We need to empower our brothers and sisters. We need to make sure that they understand that they are wanted, that they are loved, that they are worthy. That is a big word for me this year. Worthy. You are worthy. And I'm not talking L'Oreal worth it. I'm not talking CoverGirl, see me now, this kind of thing. I'm talking about your inner self-worth. Once you begin to love you again, then the rest of the world is just going to be drawn to you. It's like moths to a flame. When that light is bright, where do moths go? They go directly for that light. They go directly for that light. And the thing of it is that you've got to trust that light. That light is your spirit. Your spirit is what has kept you alive this far. And we need to honor those that have not made it, whose light was taken from them. We have 19 plus in the state of Maryland that have lost their lives to domestic violence, men and women. Okay? There have been 20 plus in the state of Texas. I keep bringing up Texas, and it's just because Texas has seen an upsurge in the violence against transgender, the transgender community. Okay? Many of you may not agree with the transgender community, but let me put it to you this way. Forget transgender, forget gay and lesbian and queer and all of this other stuff. Forget titles. Forget I work here and I work there and I know more than you and I was educated here. Forget all of that. You are looking at men and women and boys and girls, and trust me, every last one of us is as confused as you can get. Some of us don't even use a tenth of our knowledge because we're so busy listening to other people who think they know everything. I open myself up to learn. I'm telling you right now, I am never, even as a domestic violence advocate, going to claim to know everything because I don't. I know what I went through. I will hold my PhD in what I went through. Just like my speakers hold a PhD in what they went through. What is a PhD? That is their personal hell degree. Yes, I done given PhD a whole new name. Personal hell degree. Why? Because they lived that life. They know what it took to get through that. They know the depression. They know the thoughts they had. They know the feelings they had. And guess what? They graduated from that crap. We all graduated from that crap. We all said enough was enough. We want to give that same power over to you. We want you to feel that same energy. We want you to come and see there is life after domestic violence. There is that world after domestic violence. Whatever that dream was that you had, that you thought died, resurrected. It is there. That is what this event is about. So I need you to reach in your pockets. Come on, folks. I need you to reach in your pockets. If you are listening to me, reach in your pocket and donate. Okay? Donate. Help out. Help another survivor get to that point. With my small business, Beautiful Blue, that is my goal, is to empower other women, even if it is skincare, healthcare, or skincare and makeup. It is empowering other women to do what they love and know that it is theirs. That's what the joy is about the business I have. It's mine. Can't nobody take it from me. I'm the only one that can let it go. I'm the only one that can let it go. And that's what I want other men and women to feel. I want you to look at the vendors that are in the building. I want you to see that some of these vendors, they've been through domestic violence. Some of these vendors, they know of domestic violence because it's happened in their family. Some of these vendors, they just have a heart to stand in the fight against domestic violence, okay? They want to be a part because they know, and they want to share some of that energy with you. Grab hold of that energy, ladies and gentlemen. Grab hold of that energy. That is what makes all of us unique. And I'm not just talking about domestic violence victims. I'm talking about human beings in general. Forget the titles and forget the names and the labels we place on anybody. We are all human beings. We all go through stuff. We all go through stuff we wish we never went through. We all make decisions and have made choices that we wish we never would have made. But you know what? Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is not promised. What are you doing today? What are you doing right now? You woke up this morning, oh, you got a chance to do something that is going to make a difference in somebody's life. Okay? You have a chance to do what needs to be done. For domestic violence. Now, I want to share this statistic. This is, there are 46 victims of domestic violence in the state of Maryland. In one day, 956 victims of domestic violence were served in the state of Maryland. In 2016, on September 14th, 2016, 22 domestic violence programs in Maryland participated in the National Census of Domestic Violence Services. Okay, I'm giving you what I feel you need to know. Okay, and this was as of February 2018, last year, 46 Marylanders lost their lives to domestic violence in the state of Maryland. Okay, and that was based on findings from, because this goes like the year before. So in 2018, they provided the information from the previous year, July 2016 to July 2017. And the fatality statistics, including victims of intimate partner violence, bystanders, and abusive partners who completed suicide or were killed. 46 people died in Maryland between those months as a result of that. This is a 16% increase in homicides from last year. Of the 46 who died, 67% or 31 of the domestic violence fatalities involved use of a gun. 67%. As a result of these tragedies, at least 22 children were left behind. 31 people who died were victims. 26 victims, 84% were killed by their intimate partner. These victims included 23 women and 3 men. 2 of these homicides occurred in same-sex relationships. 5 bystanders died as a result of domestic violence situations. Remember, I always tell you, don't try to go in there and be Joe or Joanna Vigilante, okay? Even as an advocate, there are situations that present themselves to me on a daily basis, and I know when and where I can. I cannot save everybody, and I'm not going to try to save everybody, but I'm going to try my best to give you the information and the places to go where you can be safe, okay? So 5 bystanders died as a result of domestic violence situations, including 1 woman who was killed by her ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, 1 man who was killed by his girlfriend's estranged husband, and 3 people who were killed by their fathers, ages 19, 17, and 4. Let this sink in. This is why we need the donations, okay? Because remember, the Violence Against Women's Act has been pretty much abandoned. It's up to us to bring this knowledge to you. Of the 15 abusive partners who lost their lives, 11 men completed suicide murder or attempted murder-suicide. 2 men died during police response to the incident. 1 was killed by the victim, by his victim's son. 1 man completed suicide after assaulting his girlfriend. Guilt. Guilt pops in. Okay? Guilt pops in. We need to remember these 31 victims. I do not have their names. I'm just giving you stats. Okay? We need to think about these things. This is the stuff that I go in to look for. If I had 2019, believe me, I would be giving you 2019. Trust and believe. As a matter of fact, watch this. I'm going to give you some court statistics for the state of Maryland for domestic violence as of September 2019. Protective orders. Protective orders. You ready for this? This is going to blow your mind, because it blows my mind every time.
The DV protective orders. Female, 583, which is 27%. These are demographics by case type report. Summaries and percentages of respondents grouped by sex. The statistics are provided for final order hearings only and are broken out by case type. Okay? Hearing and outcome is not factored in, so we're not going to know the hearing or outcome. We don't know if it included being granted, dismissed, denied, or rescinded. Okay, so these are just numbers. So for filings for protective orders, females 583, male 1,549, unknown 24. So there was a total in September of 2019 alone. If I put each month together, you're gonna get an astounding number. But in September 2019 alone, statewide, 2,156. Okay, juvenile peace orders, male 8. Male. Doesn't say anything about female. Peace orders. There's a difference between a protective order and a peace order, and I want you all to remember that. Female, 537. Male, 586. Unknown, 17. Total, 1,140. So across the state, in September alone, a total of 3,304 filed for either protective order, peace order, or the like. Now, let's go back a month. We're in October right now, and you know what? It's not even showing October. Let's go back to August, and I'm going to give you August. August had 3,432 more than the month of September. Making you think yet? Now, let's just do Baltimore, shall we? Where does Baltimore fit in that? Let's just do Baltimore and see what we come up with. DV protective orders 69, male 190, total 260, one was unknown. Juvenile 1, okay. Peace orders, female 83, male 71, unknown 154. So of that 3,300 and whatever, 415 were right here in Baltimore. Right here in Baltimore. And remember, this is just case type. We don't know the outcome. These were just filings of people who just needed to go and get some type of protection. This is the number that astounds me on a daily basis, that these numbers are so high and nobody knows about it. Nobody hears about it. It's not that nobody cares. It's just nobody is being told. Domestic violence in Maryland is real, just like it's real everywhere else. You can put on all the makeup in the world, it is not going to hide that bruise. You can put all the mascara and all the foundation on in the world, it is not going to hide those words that have ripped apart your heart, your self-esteem, your mindset, your thinking. It has made you doubt yourself. It has made you do all those things that you never, ever, ever would have thought in your entire life would have ever been done. Okay? Now let me give you the U.S. picture. Okay? 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men reporting having been victims of severe physical violence by an intimate partner. 30 to 60% of perpetrators of partner abuse also abuse the children in the household. 50 to 60% of women receiving welfare have been victims of domestic violence as adults. 32% of women sought help at a hospital, emergency room, inpatient units, or ambulatory care for injuries specifically resulting from abuse. Average healthcare costs for women with a history of abuse were $1,700 higher than never abused women over a 3-year period. Costs of intimate partner violence exceed $5.8 billion each year, including $4.1 billion in direct healthcare services, $900 million in lost productivity, and $900 million in lifetime earnings. It affects the job. It affects your welfare. It affects your health. It affects your mindset. It doesn't even mention in there about mental health. And mental health should be a part of that, don't you think? Donate. Cash App, Beautiful Blue, BLUU, Cash App. Okay? Now, Maryland is showing a very high rate of domestic violence. In 2017, In 2017, WJZ did a news report, and it states often happen behind closed doors. But new numbers show Maryland is one of the worst states for domestic violence. Hello, Maryland. Okay, we know domestic violence happens. We need to come together. If you have a domestic violence advocacy here in Maryland, and I don't know anything about it, we're not working together. Why are we not working together? Because you want to be the one who does it all. Guess what? You can't be the one that does it all. You can't be the one that does it all. There are many of us that have been called. There are many of us that have been chosen. But trust me when I say that the workers are few. The Bible says it too. Harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. Okay? Domestic violence happens in any city at any time, but in Maryland, the number of brutal crimes against partners are staggering. Oh, you can see, as a matter of fact, I can share this report. It's from 2017, but it still rings true. The things that are happening since Amber's Law was passed, okay, giving domestic violence victims the option to request GPS tracking bracelets for their abusers. That's Amber's Law. Get that in your head. You knew what Amber's Law was, okay? In regard to sexual violence, Maryland women have the third highest prevalence rate of sexual violence. And that's according to the Sexual Assault Spouse Abuse Resource Center, SARC. Okay? We know we can light up City Hall in purple. We can turn the water purple in the fountains. We can do all, and we know that this month is lupus awareness, breast cancer awareness, autism, child abuse. Many awarenesses are going on this month. Just what yesterday was National Bosses Day. There's all sorts of things that are going on this month. But let me reiterate to you that domestic violence doesn't stop. It doesn't start in October, and it doesn't stop on October 31st. It continues. It continues. It keeps going. It much like cancer, it is not a respecter of person, place, nor thing. We have got to get out of. According to Maryland, there are 37 domestic violence programs located in 20 cities that provide help for dealing with domestic violence. Somebody give me one that is not House of Root, that is not Turning Point, that is not Shauna, and that is not, what is the other one? I can't think of the other one right now. But those are the 4 that I know of. And they said there's 37. Where are they? How come I never hear about them? Why are they not prevalent out right now? Why is it all I'm hearing about is Susan G. Komen? And shout out to the Susan G. Komen Foundation because they are doing a great work in terms of breast cancer awareness. And shout out to all my sisters who have survived breast cancer. Okay, shout out to every single one of them, whether it's 1 year out, 6 months out, 12 years out, 30 years out, whatever it is, shout out to you. But I want to know why I only know of 4 domestic violence programs out of the quote unquote 37 they say that are in the state of Maryland. And I don't care what county they're in. We should know of all of them. I'm going to make it a point to make sure that that is in your swag bags. The 37 that are supposed to be across the state of Maryland. It says Maryland cities with domestic violence program. And these are the counties: Arnold, Bowie, Bernie, Columbia. Excuse me, these are the cities, I'm sorry. Easton, Gaithersburg, Leonardtown, Princess Anne, Towson, Baltimore, Brentwood, Callaway, Cumberland, Elkton, Hagerstown, Oakland, Rockville, Waldorf, Bel Air, Brooklynville, Capitol Heights, Dundalk, Frederick, Hyattsville, Prince Frederick, Salisbury, and Westminster. Several of these counties surround Baltimore. Several of them surround what surrounds Baltimore. Some of them are way out. Capitol Heights, PG County. Hyattsville, PG County. Columbia, Howard County. Towson, just outside Baltimore. Bowie, Howard County. PG County. We need more info.
We need more from our community. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how other to reiterate this. I give you a piece of my story. I give you a piece of myself. I survived hell. Remember, I got my PhD, my personal hell degree. I got it. My speakers, each of them have theirs too. Each of them have their personal hell degree. Whether a single mom, a dad, married and divorced, never been married, pastor, evangelist, whatever it is, they're willing to give you a piece of themselves this Saturday. They're willing to say, come on in. I want to tell you my story. Sit down right here. I'm going to share a piece of my life with you. That's what I want for you all. That's what I want for those who attend 50 Shades of Blue. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. Tickets are $10 adult, $5 students ages 6 through 17, and 5 and under are free. Adult is 18 and up. Bring your group. Bring your church group. Girls, gather your gal group and come on in. Okay? Come to listen to Troy. Come to listen to Jenny. Come to listen to Lakeisha. Come to listen to Chandra. Come to listen to Pastor or Lady Yvette Bannister. Come to listen to Evangelist Tanya Thompson. Come to listen to my gratitude guru who's going to be joining us. Come to listen to these people. Share who they are and what they went through. They're giving you the short version, but I'm telling you, you're going to get something from it. Now, the gratitude person who's joining us, no, she's never been through domestic violence. But you know what? She's giving something that is definitely beneficial to domestic violence survivors, and that is gratitude. Because when you are grateful for every day you rise up, when you are grateful for every day that you wake up, when you are grateful for every day that you draw breath, when you are grateful for every day that you can sit and talk like I'm doing right now and let the world know you will not stop me. I am going to trudge on, and therefore, but the grace of God will I'm going to do what I need to do to get my word across, to make sure that people understand. I'm not asking you to come and sit in the audience and then raise your hand like in Alcoholics Anonymous and say, hi, my name is Jenny. I'm an alcoholic. And we're going to say, hi, Jenny. No, that is not what we're here to do. We are not here to call you out. We are not here to judge you. We are not here to make light of your situation. We are not here to make sure that everybody knows your face and say, ooh, that's domestic violence right there. No, that is not what we are here to do. We are here to make sure that you know that we care. We understand. We've been there. We know the name calling. We know the degradation. We know the self-defeat. We know the loss of self-esteem. We know the thoughts of suicide. We know the depression. We know all of these things that go with it. We know the physical pain. We know the emotional pain. We know the mental pain. We know the spiritual pain. We know all of those things. I know what it's like to have your jaw almost broken and your eye socket dislocated. I know what that is like. I know what it's like to have bitten through your tongue and have to talk with your teeth clenched for 2 weeks. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be stalked. I know what it's like when somebody scares you so bad, you're afraid to come out your own house. I know what that is like. I know what it's like when you don't get any money and you went to work for 2 weeks and they take your check from you. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to try and hurry up and hide and run from something and beg people to close their doors and make it look like everybody went home when you know that they're still in there. I know what it's like to speed walk from one place to the other and constantly looking over your shoulder because you don't know who's following you. I've been there, I've done that. It's a feeling I will never forget, but I'm telling you right now, it's a feeling I will never, ever live again in my life. I don't want it for my children. I don't want it for anybody else's children. I don't want it for a grown person, much less a younger person. That is why we need you to be in the building. We need you. And yes, that's a word. And, demographically or social statistics or whatever is saying, never use the word help, never use the word need, never use the word, what else am I supposed to use? Domestic violence is a health subject. Domestic violence is a need subject. Domestic violence is a reaching out subject. It is a subject where people have to learn to trust. Even I, as a domestic violence survivor, could be looking at another domestic violence survivor and or victim. That does not mean they're going to trust me with anything that they have to say. But something in them is going to spark. Whether they reach out to me, or they reach out to Chandra, or they reach out to Dr. Holmes, or they reach out to Charlene, or they reach out to Lakeisha, or they reach out to Jenny, or they reach out to Tanya, or they reach out to Lady Yvette, or whoever they reach out to, that is where their spirit leads, and that's where they're going to say, I am a survivor, or I am a victim, and your story touched me, and your story encouraged me, and your story gave me strength that I didn't know I had. And I'm sitting over here bawling like a baby, and I didn't know what else to do. I'm going and buy several boxes of Kleenex today. Why? Because I want you all to know that this is important to me. This is who I am. This is the mission. This is the mantle God has given me to give to you, to let you know that this is where we need to come together and say enough is enough. You will not raise another hand to me. You will not say I am not worthy. You will not say I am ugly. You will not say that nobody else is going to love you. You will not say you're worthless. You will not say any of those words to me ever again. I know who I am. I stand on my strength. I know I am a child of God. I know whose I am. I know who I belong to. I know I am worth every breath I take and every move I make, and no, I'm not quoting a police song. I know that when I go out with my friends, I value my friends. We have fun, we laugh, we giggle, we joke, we talk. And I know that they have my back like I have theirs. I know I have support. I know that I am worthy. I know that I am loved. I want you to lift your head up. I want you to roll them shoulders back and stick that chest out. And I want you to say, I am somebody. I want you to be able to go out into the world and say, I may go through a rough time today, because you never know what the next minute is going to bring. You never know what the next minute is going to hold. But I'm going to go out here, and I know with God's help, I got this. Do you wake up in the morning and say to yourself, okay, world, let's go. Let's do this. Do you wake up in the morning and as soon as you put your feet on the floor, the first foot is thank and the second foot is you? Thank you. Do you wake up in the morning and tell yourself, you know what? It's all good. Look at this. This is what God made. This is what I got to work with. This is all that in a bag of chips. Okay. Speak life into yourself is what I'm trying to say. You ain't got to be obnoxious about it. You ain't got to walk out there like, yes, honey, love me. You can. You can. You can. Okay? That is the whole point of all of that. All right. I've done my speech. I need you all to reach in, and I need you all to consider donating and helping us to reach our $300 goal by Friday. That's tomorrow. So I need you all to really consider donating, and whether it's $1, $5, $10, $20. I know everybody's going through and doing whatever they're doing, and maybe you're considering going someplace else and this, that, and the other, but please, by all means, help me help other survivors. That's the word right there, help. How can you help? How can help be of service? And it's, again, it's not for me, it's for the community. It is for the community. It is allowing me to, for the 5th time, to set up and say, this is for you. This is what drives me every year. My husband, I already told my husband, I said, I'm in crazy mode. So he goes, I know not to talk to you for the next 48 hours.
No, it's not that you can't talk to me. It's just that my mind is like, all over the place. But I love my husband. Honey, if you're listening, I love you. He puts up with this time of year like crazy. And I also want to mention that he has his event that is going on tomorrow at Sky Zone. Gentlemen of Destiny will be at Sky Zone tomorrow from 7 to 9 p.m. We're inviting you all to come out and enjoy yourselves and have a good time, jump around, get some food, fellowship, fun. Parents, you can come and join your children. Come and have a good time. Okay. If you need more information, the event is on Facebook. I will go ahead and I'll share it again on the Lady Blue Talk Radio group. But please join us. Okay. Please join us and just come in and share and let you know where your kids are going to be. How about that? Okay, you know that they're going to be safe and you can have a good time while your kids are over there losing their minds, jumping all over the place. Okay, that's how that goes. Just come in and have a good time with us and just fellowship and be in a safe place. Isn't that what you want for your children? Being in a safe place. Ooh, and I can spell too. Anyway, remember that Gentlemen of Destiny tomorrow at Sky Zone. The cost is $30 to get into Sky Zone, but food will be provided and fun and fellowship. Okay, so make sure you put that on your calendar of things to do. Also, again, Saturday, starting at noon, fifth annual 50 Shades of Blue, 4633 Furley Avenue at the Furley Recreational Center from noon to 6 p.m. The first hour is mingle hour. We will start on time. Thank you very much. We will start on time. 1 o'clock, be in the building, seated, ready to go. We have the TDOAS Faith Worshipers. We have Jay McGraw performing. We have Aliciana is bringing in her fashion. We've got a fashion show. We've got entertainment. We've got all of that going on. We have the youth in the building. So we need the youth and we need the men to be in-house. So ladies, grab your fellas and come on in and learn and get some education, find some resources, have some good food from Goodfellas Kitchen. Be prepared for that because they sold out last year, and I believe it's 10 and 12 or 12 and 15. I can't remember. But it's 2-item plate and 3-item plate. So last year it was woo. All I gotta say, it was woo. The food was good. Okay, so be ready for that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, remember to donate. Also, we've got some other surprises that we will reveal at the event. Okay, we have a raffle, so come with your coin. That's what I'm asking you. Be prepared to support the vendors that are there. I don't care if you spend at paparazzi, the hair care, whatever it may be. Come prepared to support the vendors who have taken time out of their day to come and support 50 Shades of Blue. Each vendor is donating to the large raffle basket that will be raffled off, but you got to be able to purchase a ticket to get in on that raffle. Also, just come prepared to support and learn and have some fun and be in on the community. What else can I say? I done ran my mouth for an hour. Yes, Lord, I have. But it is all because I love the community. I love what I do. I know what God has placed on my heart, and I plan to carry out what it is until He tells me to do it no more. Okay. So with that being said, guys, thank you for being here. Make sure that you also know, State versus Us is going to be in the building. So make sure you come prepared for that because the fourth issue is out, is hot. I got stories in there. I got stories in issue 3. This connoisseur has been doing her thing. She has been traipsing all over the country, doing her thing. You've got the Urban Reef bookstore that is getting ready to open really soon. Oh my gosh, there are so many things going on. We're getting ready to put to print or to press Outlasted, the workbook that is I've been working on in collaboration with Troy Jones. I cannot wait for that to even for us to do our first workshop, to get our first input into counseling centers. I cannot wait for this to happen. So with that being said, guys, thank you for another great Thursday. I'm excited, as you can tell. I will see you on Saturday. I'm claiming Saturday to be a day where that building will be full. We will have community in. We will have more than enough, and we will have all that we could ask for according to the power that works within us. So thank you once again. Tune in here tomorrow from 11 to 1 for Covenant Connection with my husband, Victor, if he's feeling well, because I know he's a little under the weather today. But keep WMSK Online Radio on your phone. Download the free app. Listen in on YouTube. You got me here on Facebook. A lot of things are happening, but guess what? We are here. We are community involved. You can also find a lot of these events on WMSKOnlineRadio.com. If you have a show idea, if you're interested in being on radio, we're always looking for shows, Latin community, Caribbean, news, health, fashion, gossip, entertainment, more. WMSKOnlineRadio@gmail.com. Send us your show idea and we will gladly get back with you. We do have a special that is going on. If you donate $50, you can get a 30-second spot on WMSK. If you donate $100 or more, you can get a 1-minute spot for 30 days. The 30-second spot is for 2 weeks. The $100 spot is for 30 days. So if you are interested, contact 50 Shades of Blue Baltimore at gmail.com. That's 50 Shades of Blue Baltimore at gmail.com, or call 443-579-5401. 443-579-5401. And with that, guys, it is a close of another show. I thank you for being here. I thank my special guests and all of you who have called in and given me words of encouragement. Thank you so much. And as I always say here, weeping may endure for a night, but joy, it does come in the morning. I will see all of you tomorrow and Saturday. Be in the house. Peace, blessings. Oh! All right, guys, I am out. I have to go run over to Towson. I have got to go run and pick up some stuff. Other than that, thank you for a great show. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Leave me a message here. If you're watching the replay, please put #replay so I know you're watching the replay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.